there is commotion, panic in the camp of Cynthia Adebanjo, known as the Wicked Widow, known by some people as the Apokojaye, known as the Asana, known as the Coven. And, I'm sure you must have, this all came out of the pain of the lies, secrecy, cover up that we all have observed from the beginning. In fact, manipulation, conspiracy from the beginning of justice for Mohbad. It is as if there is this phone call that was made all over telling certain people, make sure that this boy does not get justice. Let us promote evil and wickedness. It is our duty. Let us make sure that lies, evil, wickedness is the order of the day. When you see interviewers on national television or podcast, when you see them talk about justice for Mohbad or interview Cynthia, I'm sure you all know where they are leaning towards. It is as if it is your fault if you get unalived. That is why I always say, for every presentation, in every presentation, I say the most important, make sure that you are not unalived. Because if you are unalived in certain clime, in certain countries, in certain location, in certain families, you might not be able to get justice. Well, if you have been subscribed to this platform and you've been here, I'm sure that you must have gotten some information, like the last information before this one that you're about to listen to and watch. I talked and we saw a lot of things. We even saw Cynthia, all the lies, and I was able to break it down. We are not inventing. We are bringing together what these people said under oath. We are bringing together what they said in their coven. We are bringing together what she's saying now. We collated it together. We also saw and we heard spending, because there are three major key to getting justice for Mohbad. One is spending. The second key is the nurse. And the third key, you all know who that third key is. The third key, it is Mohbad's younger brother. Now, the complex part of it is that none of their stories connect together. Discrepancies here and there. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us get right into it. This one, I want you to decide for yourselves what you're about to hear. A lot is happening. And tomorrow is going to be a busy day because the Corona Inquest is going to sit. And the nurse will be called upon for the first time. Unless they come up with some stories that we will have to find out to deal with it. Although there is no other way. Cynthia has already made it. Hey, it is the nurse. The nurse injected him. That's because the nurse might not be liaising with her anymore, pitching tent with her. Ladies and gentlemen, like and share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Let's get right into it.
Backing Wunmi, they are not that influential. They are not in power. They are not in government. Why can't you give us justice for a case that is so simple as this? An homicide case that is so obvious that this guy died in his house. They've given us different evidences. Brought in dead. Yeah. The godmother said he died in his house. Paris Hospital said he was brought in dead. They took him home. They embalmed him. What else do they want? What else?
Labi, irọ́ Wùnmí, irọ́ gbé mi jáde, irọ́ jókòó tó gún, irọ́ gbé mi ró, ìwọ nìkan tán, irọ́ jogún òpè, irọ́ ó jogún òpè. Ṣorí orúkọ tí mo fún ẹ, Asana, where is your conscience? Tell me, do you have conscience at all? or conscience ẹ ó ti kú tipẹ́tipẹ́. Where is your conscience? At your age, you are a virgin. Abi, you are a virgin. Have you forgotten? You said you left him and you came back to him. So that period that you left Mo to meet another person, you not do anything. You know that pure. You know Jokole show. Show Jokole show. Wumi, Jokole show. Owani virgin here when you came back to Mo's life. Let me remind you, Wumi, all these videos we've been seeing outside, we've not seen Mo's videos at all. But we've been seeing your videos. You bullied him. You bullied this man, Asana. You bullied him. Swat. 13 years girl on to go. See how dirty you are. The reason you left home within the range of age 10 and 13. The reason you left home at that age to do what? Well, wọ́n ní téèyàn bá gbé ilé rẹ̀ tó jáde láti ilé rẹ̀, wọn kì í ṣe mọ́. It shows your background. It shows the kind of home you came from. If you really comes from a good home, a well-behaved home, if you came from a well-behaved home, I don't think you will be on the street. You will never be on the street. I'm not surprised. There is no parental care. You lack parental care at that age. Ọmọ tó bá dẹ̀ ti fi incest bí, what do you expect? Ó máa ṣe wọ́nran, jígí, ó máa ṣe jáka kiri ni. Because you are not in your right thinking state. Because you are from incest. Ashana, ṣó mọ̀ pé ó pín Mohbad lẹ́mìí. Ó pín lẹ́mìí o, torí gbogbo videos tá ń wú, it shows it all. The only thing ni wípé Mohbad is too quiet. Ká ní bó ṣe ga yẹn ló ti bò ẹ́ bí ẹni bo èèrà, ló ti gba ojú kan ní ọwọ́ ẹ. Wá sit right. Amukawi, father-in-law. At your age, you don't know how to call in-law. In-law. What is in-law? Ṣé in-law ló fẹ́ pè ní? In-law scar ló fẹ́ pè ní? Don't say father-in-law. Father-in-law. One of your interviews, one of your also only what you are insinuating. What were you insinuating? Abo mo bó ṣe ń lo àwọn English yẹn ni. You're just shooting your leg. You just shoot your leg. In your interview also, because I note all of them that you said selfish interest, Baba selfish interest. In your mouth. Lẹ́nu ẹ. Ọmọ àbí ìpàbẹ́ ọmọ òṣì, ọmọ ọ̀ranù. Ọmọ tó kàn léèrè, tí ó wá láti léèrè. Ó ti ẹ̀ wo ewu orí fún bàbá yẹn. Ó ti ẹ̀ wo age for that man. Gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ that he can be your father. Only it's because of his selfish interest. Did Baba tells you that òun wà after Ogun? Even tí bàbá yẹn bá wà after Ogun, he worked for it. Stupid girl. He worked for it. Mo ti fi kú ṣe àgbà bàbá ẹ̀ ni. Bàbá ẹ̀ jíṣẹ́ ó jìyà. He did everything he could do. Do you know what it takes for a man to take care of 3 children? Do you know that? Tell you something. Sorry, tí ọmọ bá fi lè kú, tó bí ẹ̀dẹ̀ wà láyé, a jẹun ẹ̀ náà. Even bọ́mọ yẹn ò bá ti kú, a jẹun ọmọ. My own father with my mom oh my God, they were all together before my dad passed on. Lived over 50 years before my dad passed on. We saw how the way they take care of us. We saw our dad, everything. Oh, make sure because obìnrin mẹ́rin ló ní. Oh, make sure from work packaging nǹkan fáwọn ọmọ obìnrin. We collect monthly allowances because it doesn't want any man to rubbish us. So who are you? Who is that man that will come and rubbish us with money? What am I insinuating? What am I saying? He's dead now. His house, each of the apartments, we use over 12 million for remodeling the house. Okay, we finished it. Our mom ló ń jẹun yẹn because she's still alive. Ẹjọ́ ṣé kò jẹun ọmọ nìyẹn? Ó ń jẹ ni because they suffered for us. You are not saying it's because of his selfish interest. How dare you? Koro gbalenu ẹ. Koro gbalenu ẹ. Where were you? Where were you, woman, when this man tó ń kọ kóló kákàkiri? Woman, tell me, where were you when this man was nurturing these children? Where were you when when Mama Mo left all these children for this man? Where were you when Baba Mo was climbing gbogbo orí òkè tó fi lọ ṣe carpentry work? Where were you? You now sat pẹ̀lú díẹ̀ tó ti jẹrà yẹn. Ó jókòó ní pẹpẹ sí. His selfish interest. He's after the wealth of his child from your mouth. Walai o ni jere. You were saying Baba asked the lawyer everything. Níjọ́ tí bàbá wá tó wá fojú rí òkú ọmọ ẹ̀. Wùmí, irọ́ la bí ọmọ burúkú ọmọ òṣì. Níjọ́ tí bàbá wá, the very day Baba came into this house, you dey talk am say na Baba dey ask the lawyer. Shey Baba no meet the lawyer for the house? Answer me. Baba no meet the lawyer for the house? Abi Baba no meet people for the house? When the guy did you call the father? Did you call him? You said Pepasi, both of you were fighting. Ìwọ náà gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ lẹ́nu. Ó ní gbogbo yín ẹjọ́ ìwọ àti bàbá jọ ń jà. The owner of the child tó jókòó ti ogún ọmọ ẹ̀. Ó ní ẹ̀ ń jà. Ọmọ ẹ̀ wá kú tán. Oh, who is the first person that you're supposed to call? Asana. Irọ́ la bí. Incest child. The next thing you will say, according to the law. According to the law, my foot. Which according to the law? According to the law, Woni. Lórí ogún bàbá. Mo kàn yà mo mú wọn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan ni. Well, let me tell you something. Were you married legally? Do you know the meaning of legally? Just tell me. Before you can come here and tell us according to the law, you are not married legally. Shogbo mi abo down. Wos wobi woju mi dada. Legally, show lock out. Did it go to court? Can you give us the proof that you and Mo went to court? As introduction. Esa di kini mo baba lọ́wọ́. You are not telling us according to the law. Lórí ogún ológun. You are saying Baba destroy you. Please, Ashana, where did Baba destroy you? Níjọ́ tí Baba wá tó wá wo fojú rí òkú ọmọ ẹ̀. You dey tell your stupid interviewer that Baba said he will destroy you. Tell me, Ashana, in the right thinking sense of that man, that very, very day, I bet Mona tell me, do you think that man is thinking right? When we lost our dad, oh my goodness, I know how my mom felt up till now. Up till now. So, you not think Baba will be thinking right The very day he came to the house, and say Baba opened his mouth to tell you, Ashana, that he is going to destroy you. Haba, baby girl, why not they do this? Why not they do this for this man? At this age, you're not thinking of 6 feet. You're not thinking that you can just drop dead any moment. Why you they talk like this, baby girl? Who are the people that is mentoring you? Like one woman said yesterday, you they talk about royalty. The woman said that royalty, you they say royalty. You think Baba they look for royalty like the woman talked yesterday? Baba want royalty ni? Get it into your medulla oblongata that Baba said, and I quote, he wants to know what by his son, and he wants to know the paternity of the child you're carrying. Can't you get that? Can't you decode it? He said for royalty, let's still leave that one. Or royal law no katowafa bossy whatever me mo yen pe pa toto she bi owe kin to lo baje. The interviewer said, are you sure, Liam, you are Mo is the owner of Liam? You are saying 101%, and Baba too knows 101%. Where Baba knows? Baba na winch. She Baba na winch. She Baba le ogun soju ni to fe mama pe Liam na 101%. Na his son Noah get her. That is why Baba they tell you, I won't do the DNA of that child. Get that thing to your skull. Please don't be Aloba. We are Aloba children. We are Aloba's wife. We are Aloba's sister, brothers. Get it, oh? My name is Princess Lois Aloba. Shotigba, that is my name. We don't recognize you. We don't know you as far as this justice for more is concerned. Wumi, oh ni jatan. Walai talai. Otuni baba fe pa e. Jo, who be you? Who are you? Who be your father? Who be your mama? Who be your brother and sister? You this rat. You this ant. You this twat. Naim Baba won't kill. Baba never killed the photo leg belly. So now you, the thing when they kill you gradually, they inside you, baby girl. The thing where they buy, where they make you they look like old woman, when not let you get good thinking. He did inside that black clothes you wear. He did there. Whoa, we are just starting with you. Tomorrow not tomorrow. I don't get off day for work. I don't get off day tomorrow because I know I won't be able to shout. I won't be able to talk as I want to talk. Tomorrow, God will spare all our lives. You will hear when. You will hear when. Then, Ikebe Super. Do you see your life? Men of questionable character. What a man. His past speaks volume. His character has been questioned by the police and the courts. This is shameful. This is shameful. Ikebe Super. This is shameful. Oh, Niro Rirarararara. Oh, Niojuti. You're not ashamed of yourself. You're not even ashamed of that child to know Bedani. Yomi. Kilo de one bani to fani ni toyani. She one bani to fani ni toyani. Oh, de fi wasile. One ma pe e ko iti kon Abi Wasi ti so. Wọ́n máa pè é kó ìtì kàn ẹ́ lọ jókòó because nígbà tí mo justice for more nígbà tó ń gbóná tó ń yọrùkúrú tó ní ta ló fẹ́ kán lódò. Where were you? When they were picking everyone, where were you? When they were lambasting everybody, where were you? When they were cursing people, where were you? nígbà tá ti ṣe tó ti dé ìlàjì tó ti ń lọ sí 70% or 80%, ó wá gbórí wọlé. You are talking rubbish. You are spitting rubbish out from your mouth. And you think we're gonna buy your ideas? Ṣé ọmọ tiẹ̀ ló kú ni? Ṣé na your pikin die? You are not saying, if they really knows they want justice, they should forget about Aloba. Who be you? Alaye bajeran ya. Who be you? Who you be? Telling us, telling us that they should forget about the public. Who are the public? The critical thinkers? Baba Mo, are you for real? Yomi, are you for real? The owner of the child, they should forget about him. I'm not surprised because I know you're working with Wumi and Iyabo. And I know that you have already compromised long time ago that you traveled to UK. Are you a father? You said they want to kill you. You left your child. Daddy loves you. Daddy will come back to come and meet you. And fire. Is that the way a father treats his or her child? Shebi baba she tọrọ ọmọ ti ẹ nìyẹn. Nígbà tó gún lé, ó jókòó tọmọ, ìwọ gbé ọmọ sílẹ̀, ó ra ticket. Na yam talk. You bought your ticket. You travel. You don't say you don't know where you're going. Oh, ba lọ sí hell in me. Sambiza lo ba lọ. You àti kí ló ń pè? African TV. Well, both of you have the same similarity. I'll call both of you association of scammers. Scammers guru, both of you. Association. What you have done, Toti Yori, Amukawe Ogbedani, Kilo Ogbedani, waiting there your hand where you carry. 3-minute video, 3-second video, we not see am. You don't enter Igbo. CCTV, you don't enter Shalanga. Mega rally, you turn to table round, whatever. Symposium, money 10 million. Only how much is their 10 million? Now you work for them. Now you work for them. Now you work for them, even if they are anti-justice. You will dominate them. You will allow them to talk. Wama shebe King Kong. Nami sabi talk. Nobody can talk. I can talk more than them. Which kind of English should they blow? Should they talk say English na brain? English na brain? Wala neuro nara Galatia. Yamo. Shori. Mo se mo pe abiagba nothing pe mo se mo. Shori, ekun is not now. Your cry is not now. By the time we finish this justice for more and everybody leaves, you will know abilu toma abilu Wallahi talai suma billah. You will find that tears in your eyes. You won't see it. That tears, you will find it. She ambeso olenu gbogbo warun. We don't know what we're saying, right? Ma worry. Mo palu fun e. Onikaba children. Adura. Shori pe they are putting everything on you. Masoro. I know that by the time Sanshiru drilled all of you, Emaka, Biaje, Darosha, Master in Mbama, Iwale Kowo Mo, Abi, Koloma Fishe proposing for a girl. Is that girl blind? Girl yego. Is she blind? She doesn't know what the internet is saying, or she doesn't know anything about the man that is proposing. Where you room bone. I'm not surprised. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ owó gbogbo yín pátápátá lẹ máa pọ̀ owó yẹn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Spend it. I know you will shame me. We've given you a lot of time. We've given you opportunities. we've spent money on you to come out from the prison, and you refuse to tell us what killed your friend. Irú ọ̀rẹ́ wo ni ìwọ jẹ́? Ṣé ọ̀rẹ́ lọ síwájú ni ẹni? Àbí ọ̀rẹ́ apani? Àbí ọ̀rẹ́ tí ò lè sọ òótọ́ kó máa rókì lọ́kàn ẹ̀? And to all the 15 people in that house, you will not know peace until you confess what happened to Mo, because you lived under his roof, you eat from his sweat. His sweat ló máa bí gbogbo yín. Gbogbo yín ẹ̀ ní rí ọ̀nà lọ, tẹ́ mọ́ òótọ́, and you covered it up. You refuse to say it out. You will know no peace. Ìsinmi máa jìnnà sí gbogbo yín ni. Ẹni rí bá ti ṣe ẹni rọ́nà bá. Ilé ayé gbogbo yín máa dàrú ni. Bó ṣe máa jẹ́ fún gbogbo yín nìyẹn. Bó ṣe máa jẹ́ fún gbogbo yín nìyẹn. Then Caro Black. Ẹlẹ́pọ̀n kí ló ń jẹ́ náà? Kaba children. Wo tiẹ̀ náà ń bọ̀. Ó máa dé wá báyìí. Ṣó ti gbọ́? Ìyábọ̀ alára gbígbẹ ṣáwá eléègè. We know all your gimmicks. You won't bá tẹni ẹlẹ́ni jẹ́. You now want it to be good for you. But remember, vengeance. Remember vengeance. And what is the meaning of vengeance? All of you that I have called, vengeance means ẹ̀san. That is why our host, ẹ̀san, olófin bá yín sọ̀rọ̀, because Ọlọ́run ẹ̀san, ó máa wọnú ẹ̀. Lẹ́ṣẹ̀ ní pé ohun ẹ̀, ó ń vibrate. It's because Ọlọ́run ẹ̀san ló jẹ́, and he's dealing with you with his voice. Ó máa bí yín lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. And to all those, the other side, that are not looking for justice, vengeance will come upon every one of you, your house, your household, your work, your family. Vengeance, God will bestow it upon you. And to all of us that are looking for justice for Mo, ní òtítọ́, God will reward us bountifully. Ní kú sọ́nà bí èéfín. Every one of us, ojú wa tó bẹ̀rẹ̀, Lord ló máa parí ẹ̀. And we will all live to see the end of this. And Baba Mo, I pray that God will continue to give you that strength. They see you as Ole. They see you as a carpenter. They see you as a commoner in Nigeria. They see you as somebody that cannot fly. But remember one thing. Wọ́n ẹni tó bá dúró ti Olúwa kò ní jogún òfo, because you stand and you know what you believe. You did not compromise. You did not do otherwise. You did not do what they asked you to go and do for you to get justice for your son. God, in his infinite mercy that you're calling, will pave that way for you. Ó máa la ọ̀nà yẹn, and by the time tó bá la ọ̀nà yẹn, ó máa já sí ayọ̀. Ó ní kú o, because it is you that we are saying, lófin fún wa ní power tá fi ń tẹ̀lé. It is well with you. I covered you, Baba Mo, as you will be going there tomorrow. God will go with you. God will speak through Sanshitu tomorrow and the magistrate in the name of Jesus. Thank you, everybody. Once again, we love you. For the commenters, thank you so much.
Explain to the family. Explain to the general public. Explain to the government. Explain to the police what happened in that house that night. Nobody. So that's where we are coming from. We're coming from a situation whereby the second in command in that house has been able to tell us everything that everyone who were in that house that night, what they did. She told us what Spending did. She told us what DJ Bami did. She told us what Adura did. She told us what Darusha did. But to this day, if you notice through our interviews, that she has never precisely said to the world, this is what I did when I noticed X, Y, Z. These are the things that I did. These are the actions that I took when I saw that he was weak. When I saw that X happened to him, this was what I did. When I saw that he did like this was the action that I took. She has not said that, but she's been able to report to us, to report to the police, to report to the court, to report to everybody who cared to listen what everyone else did. She told us what the nurse did. The nurse came, gave the boy injection every hour for 3 hours. She told us that. But she hasn't told us in specifics what she did. And after we lost the boy, after the boy is gone, here we have the father asking 2 critical questions. Please, I need to know what happened to that boy. Yes, I may not be able to get him back, but I want to know what happened. What took his life under the watch of his partner, under the watch of his brother, under the watch of his close associates. I want to know. And I would like every one of us to know that Aloba has that right. The Nigerian government, the Lagos state government, the state have that responsibility. They owe him that duty to tell him what happened. And the Baba wants everybody, either through their commission or omission, through their deliberate act or otherwise, whether intentionally or unintentionally, Baba wants everybody to answer for their actions or inactions that are directly connected to that boy leaving the face of the earth. He has that right. He wants to know. Baba wants to know. He has taken his faith that he will no longer see his son again. The family has said, okay, we won't see him again. But Baba have the second question. I want to know if my son left me a child. He wants to know if this boy, this young lad, this baby is my son's baby. I want to know. And so I ask, who is the person, who is the parent, who is the normal human being on the face of the earth, who is the normal person in Lagos, in Nigeria, that will fault Baba Aloba for asking this question? Who is that person that will castigate this man? Who is that person that will berate this man? Who is that person that will disparage this man for asking these 2 critical questions? And so Baba calling out the government to say, I want to know. Please tell me. You have all the powers and all the state apparatus are within your disposal. They are at your disposal. I need you to tell me, to explain to me. So those 2 questions now, some people will come up and say he doesn't want justice. Who are you? Where are you coming from? Who brought you about? For you to say that the man, for asking these questions, he doesn't mean well, he doesn't want to know what died his son? Something must be wrong with those people. Anyone thinking like that? Every action that the man has taken, every action that the man has taken up to this day, you can't fault him. You can never fault him. The man has been within reason, within logic. He is asking. And thankfully, ladies and gentlemen, Baba is before the courts, asking the courts to unravel what happened to his son. Who are the actors? Who were those that were in the house with him? What did all of them do? Whether they have direct linkage to his cause of buying, or their inaction actually contributed to his buying. Whether their failure to call the ambulance, their failure to carry him to the hospital, their failure to give him the hospital report, their failure to call him and say, Baba, something is happening, please come. That's the question that the Baba is asking the courts. And so therefore, any conversation, any narrative, any submission that is outside these two key questions that the man is asking today is a waste of time. This is my view. It is a waste of time. Every conversation should be about the first question: what happened to my son? I want to know what every one of those persons in that house, what they did, who called the Alpha, who embalmed my son. These are critical questions. These are basic questions that should dominate any discussion on this subject. I want to know if my relief, my respite is in that baby. I want to know. I want to know if he left me a child that I can look and say, yes, Baba Wale, Baba Tipada. I want to know. So, if there are persons who are saying, oh, the family doesn't want justice, Baba Aloba is the only family that Mohbad had. We can see today. The only family that Mohbad had was Baba Aloba. And that is the only man that is standing up for him today. So any narrative that says the family doesn't want justice is a dumb narrative. Is a dumb, lame narrative. Joseph Aloba was the only family that Mohbad had. And he is the only family that is standing to make sure that he gets justice for his son today. And so, please, as we continue in this discussion, as we continue to highlight and ventilate all of the critical facts in this matter, as we continue to follow the 5 elements of justice here, let us not get carried away. Let's stay focused. And by so doing, our energy will not be depleted by focusing on the facts of the matter, the facts of this case, by paying attention to the 5 elements of this case. We will not get tired. We will not get wearied. Cannot lose hope. So, thank you very much, General Benjamin. Staying strong. Thank you.
We're looking for Corona, the Corona inquest, how we're going to make it stronger.
So please, I don't mean to cut you off. Don't make reference to them. You tell us what you want to tell us. Let's say you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said,
okay, so please, everybody has the right to their opinion. So if you want to say, if you want to talk, and don't talk about. Yes, sir.
Adetola, just let her go on a little bit, please.
No, come on, sorrow.
Yeah, it's true because the other people.
Just go ahead and hit the nail on the head.
Because the other people, ma'am, can you just listen to me? I don't normally
listen
TikTok. I'm not
There are
a
other people
TikToker,
that want
but
to
Holistic,
I've always following this man, and I love. Yes, sir.
Holistic.
Yes, sir.
You see, when we talk about justice for Mohbad,
Yes, sir.
it is all centered on Mohbad.
Yes, sir.
Mohbad is dead. We are looking for justice for him.
Yeah.
Did Yomi come into this because of Mohbad?
Jenna Detola,
but
let me just address no, there are some things that we need to tell ourselves. Some people are working on the camera and off the camera to deny that boy justice. One of them, as it stands today, is Wunmi Adebanjo.
Yes, sir.
Number one suspect in the killing of Mohbad.
Absolutely.
Another person that has been throwing banters, that has been disparaging, that has been berating the commitment of the father of that deceased is Yomi Fabiyi. And if we are looking for justice, we need to talk about their contributions.
Yes, sir.
That does not mean that we are forgetting about Mohbad. I want to explain to you very well. Then you can go on with your submission.
Vengeance, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Vengeance, please. They know. This person talking knows. What of a while sorrow Yomi Bini? That's
I'm not. No. I'm not that kind of a person.
Holistic.
Don't tell us not to.
This is what I want you to do. Holistic. What I want you to do is this. I want you to just tell us your submission, but don't say we should not talk about Yomi or we should not talk about whatever. Just make your own submission. Do you understand?
Yeah, okay. What I'm saying is, I think there's too much controversy everywhere. People are fighting. People are doing this. If we don't try to, to come together as one, we're fighting this. Leave anybody that is doing. If they're not working for Mohbad and they're trying to come for the money, leave them. God is going to judge all of them. You know what I mean? That's the point I'm trying to pass across. I'm not saying I don't even know who you mean. I don't even live in Nigeria. You know what I mean?
Nobody is very good.
What I'm saying is, when we're doing this, half of the day we're talking about people that doesn't. Okay, if people are talking about him now, what is he going to do for us? It's not going to hard to eat.
Okay, what do you want us to do now?
I just say we need to be talking about how the inquest is going to be. You know what I mean? How is the inquest? We need to be talking about the inquest now. That's the main thing. How are all these people going to bring? How are they going to bring them to the place that they're going to? That God is going to.
You tell us.
Holistic.
What you want from the
Mommy Detola Duke, just a minute. Holistic.
Yes, sir.
I don't know when you joined this live session.
Yes,
but if you have joined since morning, when I started, I started by addressing and analyze various lies being said by Wunmi Adebanjo at the Corona Court and also on social media.
Yes,
and you cannot be talking about justice without mentioning Wunmi Adebanjo. I've said this to you.
Yeah, I understand.
You cannot also be talking about justice without mentioning Yomi. So if you are discussing about these people, don't think we are wasting our time or we are trying to make them look important.
Maybe that is where I come in wrong because I've been at work.
That I just said, you have not been part of us this morning.
Yeah, I've not, and I do apologize for that. But what I'm saying, because they'll come in to take things from us and using it, you know what I mean? They're using it against us. When I watched all the interview that Wunmi did, my brother, I cried. My children were asking me, Mommy, why are you crying? My husband is still not believing I'm still following this Mohbad case. He said, what is? I said, only there is new development every single day.
You need to follow it. Every good mother in Nigeria and abroad, they need to follow Mohbad case.
You know what actually brought me? Because my son is born in Ireland. He's in college and he's doing music. So that was the first thing that actually brought me into Mohbad. It could be anybody.
Yes,
look at that boy that died in prison as well. They said the boy hanged himself with Mbandala. You know what I mean? We need to fight. But what I'm saying that we should not lose the sight. That poor man that lost his son. I knew how it is. My dad is somebody that my dad was unemployed for 20 years. And he will be going around to get money for our school. I know how it feels for a man to send a child to college and a stupid girl will kill that boy and still, you know what I mean? That boy went through hell. So if anybody that is, I know there's anyone we're going to talk about justice for Mohbad, that we're not going to mention Yomi or mention Cynthia. But you know, we should not let them be so important.
Please,
you know,
ask your moderator to be meeting people. They are saying
I want you to just a minute, Predator Tarzan. Please, the moderators, please, can you please walk? I can see lots of comments on the comment section. I will block anybody blockable.
And thank you,
because
sir.
I'm concentrating on holistic. Holistic, just a minute.
General Vengeance, I just wanted to crave your indulgence to help me ask Miss Holistic this one question. And that question is that, what does she think Yomi Fabi is doing to justice for Mohbad by saying that he cannot work with Baba? Thank you very much.
Well, let me tell you, please, Gladiator Tarzan, the issue of Yomi has been analyzed, and I've said it and I'll still say it. Anybody that believes that Yomi is working for justice, that is her own or his own Kampala. Yomi and Wumi, they are both working to destroy the personality of Emperor Joseph Aloba, the father of the deceased. And I'm very happy that Holistic mentioned one thing, that he feels the pain of Baba because her own dad also sponsored them and then labored over herself and her kids and her siblings. So she understands the position we have taken by throwing our weight behind Emperor Joseph Aloba. Do you understand? So I don't want to accept that she's coming from that point of view that whether you're me or whatever. The only important person in justice for Mohbad today is that man, Emperor Joseph Aloba. Every other person is inconsequential. Every other person does not matter. If you are not queuing behind Emperor Joseph Aloba, then you are not relevant in justice for Mohbad. If you have chosen Yomi over the father of the deceased, Yomi that has never lost a child before, Yomi that has not bought a pin for Mohbad while he was alive, Yomi that did not know anything about Mohbad while Mohbad was alive. If you are leaving him, you are leaving Baba, and you are not keen beyond Yomi, you don't know what you are doing just for Mohbad. And those of you in the comment section that you have flooded this place saying nonsense, I'm going to mute you, and if care is not taken, I'm going to block you. I've told you I'm not a fan of Yomi. I don't give a damn about Yomi. I am fully for Baba of the deceased because I know what it takes not only to father a child, but to be a responsible father. And some of you that are throwing banters against this man, you don't have responsible fathers, neither do you have responsible husbands at home. Neither do you also have glorious children at home. Because if you do any of these three, you will not be throwing banters or support whosoever is throwing banter on this man. That is why I don't have time for you people, okay? For Holistic, thank you for all you have said. If you want to say or say more, you can say it. But here, Yomi does not matter to us. Yomi and Wumi, they are all working either stylishly, technically, untechnically, directly or indirectly to destroy Babaloba, and we will not take it lightly with either of them. So as we are talking about Wumi, we will also be mentioning Yomi. Do you understand? That is the bottom line. God bless you. Holistic, you can finish your submission before we move on, if you are still there.
About his passing away, my dad actually went into shock. He was coughing like crazy. This my uncle of mine lost his son like 10 years ago. He moved away from everybody from Lagos and went to Ondo. He was living by himself and he died alone. So I know the weight of when somebody, when you lose it. I love Baba. And I do give money to Baba because I have his own account on my app. That's not why I came up here. Because if people are saying they're working for justice and they're saying they don't want to work with Baba, I said that in itself, sir, it makes me cry. It makes me cry. Honestly, for people to be saying Baba doesn't want justice, I don't know how they're thinking that somebody, you know what I mean? This man was not there when his son passed away. And this girl went onto social media talking rubbish about the Baba that bought coffee break. I don't understand. Since that day, it's like something left my spirit. You know, I don't know who Yomi is, or I don't know him. I don't even watch him. I don't know him.
Welcome back. As you can see, people are upset. People are angry. People, they are angry. They're angry. But the thing is this. Well, I believe everyone has this right to express themselves as long as you are doing so in the ambit of the law and civilization, without stepping on the right of the other. This issue between those that are Mohbad's father supporter and those that are reprimanding or correcting Yomi Fabi, or those that believe that Yomi Fabi is not seeking justice the right way, and they've said a lot of things. It is quite unfortunate. It might appear like everyone is seeking the same thing, everyone is moving towards the same direction, towards the same point, but coming from different directions. And at times, there can be some little bit of diversion. So they claim that Yomi Fabi said that Mohbad's father, well, let me just break it down because I've talked about this, in previous analysis and comment, opinion. Yomi Fabi said, I have looked at Mohbad's father. There are certain actions that he cannot take and he does not want to take. But if an external NGO like Break the Silence engages with those that we believe are the prime suspects, we will care less if this people or person is a family member. We will not repeat lazy, stupid proverbs such as we cannot take ourselves to court and remain friends. I'm very sure that the reason why mediation with him is not enough and you guys have to resort to the court, but in a case that is not a joke like this one, I don't think you should care about being friends or not. So these are some of the things that we have heard. Oh, Cynthia is still our wife. Something like that. And we cannot go to court and remain friends. So therefore, we will not be petitioning Cynthia for calling Mohbad's father, threatening him. Now, people went all the way. To them, they felt it was battle for battle. Like, let's get this. Not until they started seeing some kind of, in quote, lazy input from Mr. Loba and his brother. Like, no, we don't need to take her, we don't need to petition, we don't need to drag her to court for threatening Mohbad's father, and also accusing Mohbad's father of buying. We don't need to do that, and they started saying so. So people who had fire inside of them, they wanted to go all the way. Then another proverb or wise saying that is not applicable came into it again. They said, we cannot say that the length of a snake, and we should set fire on a snake according to the length of the snake. If we do so, we might set other things on fire. And people are like, wait, what is it that you don't want to set on fire? What do you know that we don't know? This is where problems started. Now, some of these words, utterances, could have come from a place of ignorance, and it could have come from a place of uncertainty, fear. But people want to be sure, like, where are you standing on this? So we know what we are standing on. We don't want to have this impression that Cynthia is the prime suspect. This, your son, is also part of the... We don't want to have this wrong. We want to know what we need to do. Don't forget that we are the ones donating our money. In fact, you already forgotten about it. You already felt defeated. There are things you did not do that normally people would have done, regardless of whatever excuses people are coming up to pamper the situation of Mohbad's father. Such as when he got there, he said he saw blood and you left. No evidence. You didn't take pictures. You didn't even say, Adura, where are you? I mean, at least if no one is your family there, and your family is laying on the floor, gone. I'm sure you have his younger brother there. And I don't think that whatever it is that must have happened between you and and his younger brother, at that point, I don't think you will say, me and the younger brother, no, we don't really communicate. Adura, where are you? What happened to your brother? What did Cynthia do? What did you do? Who on a life? No, it is him. And okay, where's your phone? I saw something upstairs there. That action, it's something that a lot of people thought like normally. Okay, so when he started saying we went to the police station, he thought the police was going to hold them down. He didn't request that the police should. So these are some of the things that people are talking about. And they said, okay, let us assume that, or let us hold on to, he could not process his thoughts because he was just broken down. Like, oh my God. And these things happen anyway. So we want to kind of keep it there. So these are some of the things that I've just said are some of the things that Yomi Fabi put out, and certain people got upset. They wanted this to be a kind of a pity party, empathy association. I know it is important, but it's not going to be let's donate, let the man eat, let's donate, no, we want to do things and get answers. We are not here like we don't have nothing to do. We want to get answers. We want to let us process it and get answers. We are not running around circles, and then when we are supposed to strike, it's like you set fire on a goat or whatever that you need to consume. And when everything is set and all of that, and they say, let's leave the goat, because this goat, it might feel pain. So people didn't really get that part of it. So these are some of the things that Yomi Fabi said, like, look, let us hit the nail. Let us do what we need to do. Instead of wasting money and time on empathy and pity with no direction, running around circles. One of the examples I pointed out is this. I said, let's say Mohbad father is a carpenter. He's not really educated and exposed. Maybe there are some break in transmission, break in this and that, and being overwhelmed, not thinking, and the load of it, the stress of it. You can't sleep well. You're sleeping with dreams, and you're just rattled up. Okay. One thing that I pointed out that I still could not understand, but then it is what it is. It is the thing of the DNA. So let's look at it. Immediately, Mohbad's mother started saying that child is not yours. So forget about DNA and everything. Mohbad's father, in quietness, with alacrity and speed, that one was so important. Maybe it was advised. It got DNA done, not in Nigeria. It was a tissue-based. It was done outside of Nigeria. And the answers is with him. So now, if he wants DNA done like how he's requesting and he's saying it as motive, when they went to the court to compel Cynthia, how come what they got from the court is not good enough to get the tissue paternity test done outside? Now, they want to go to the court. Another spending. I don't really get it. I'm like, if you have never experienced it, we will say, oh, Mohbad's father, he didn't experience this kind of unaliving that happened to his son, so he acted in a certain way. So at this point again, I was wondering, is it that he wasn't there? His lawyers represented him to get Cynthia. Maybe, I don't know. That part of it, I don't know. But what I heard is that they are always there, like it's a small office. It's not like, just the small office where the judge is and they both lawyers. I don't know. Maybe I don't get it. So I'm like, wait, when Mohbad's father, when they say, okay, you can get the DNA done, maybe to him he felt this covers for everything to get the DNA done. But I heard, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that particular permission states that the DNA will be done in Nigeria. And he knows that the DNA cannot be done in Nigeria. I mean, his lawyers also know. Or let's say his lawyer didn't know because the other lawyer that was dealing with the case is different from Sanshitu, the other guy in UK. Okay, I said, but him, he should have been aware. But maybe he didn't know. He felt, okay, the DNA is DNA. So maybe that part of it, and later he was told like, oh, sorry, we can't use this one. We can't use this one to, and I'm wondering which lawyer represented to get the permission. Is it the guy in the UK who sent proxies? And how come they didn't know? Who knows? Maybe a little break in transmission. So we'll just allow that to pass. Like, okay, not every time one will be picking for. But when it comes to public funds, and of course, the passion, which is very more important, the passion in people to get justice. People don't want unnecessary mistakes. We are not going to operate with the knowledge or the brain or the manifestation of Mohbad's father. We don't want to hear that, oh, we are behind him. So let's say, oh, he will say, no, I don't want to petition. Then people will relax and say, okay, say he doesn't want to petition. No, people want justice. People are intelligent. You understand? So I guess that's the part where Yomi Fabi said some things that maybe those things that he said was not, didn't go down well. There are other things too that he said Yomi Fabi. I'm not saying Yomi Fabi has expressed completely things that there are certain things that he should not, but he is hitting the nail. Like he says some things that that I believe strongly, if those things are worked upon rather than sentiment. You can't use sentiment, empathy to get this justice. No. That's why justice, the symbol of it, is blind. The symbol of it is blind, meaning it does not see sister, brother, family member, uncle, neighbor, enemy. Everyone will be tried equally. On a balance, with a sword on the other hand. That is what we are talking about. But I'm glad that tomorrow will be a new day, like I said at the beginning, a new day towards progress. Progress. The nurse will appear. The nurse will say it will give us shape. It will give a new shape to justice for Mohbad. And about the DNA, we will see. Mohbad's father has addressed that part of the DNA, but people want something more solid. They want something more solid. Mohbad's father said, I'm going to get the new the Sanshitu to address the necessary permission so that this will be done outside. So maybe they will begin to hunt for the laboratory where, or the hospital where it will be conducted. It could be the same. Maybe there are certain things that they need. We will get there. But I'm very hopeful that this month of March, we should have something. People want to move out of justice for Mohbad, having learned lessons all through. People want to move. So if you heard what some of our guests are saying, some of them are speaking from a place of passion. Of course, definitely there will be people who want to protect the interests of Mohbad's father. It is necessary so that he will not be abused and, all of that. But there are certain things that Mohbad's father too is saying that to me sounded a bit like confusing, but dealing with people is complex. So I kind of understand a little bit of what he is also going through. It has to be balanced. When this started, I noticed that he didn't want to have issues with anybody, like supporting this against the other person. And he's also being careful about that, because when you are dealing with the public, you have to be careful. There was a time that one of the supporter of Mohbad's father and justice for Mohbad spoke and even cursed Mohbad's father. Now, they settled, they became friends. She became profitable to justice for Mohbad and even directly to Mohbad's father through her links. So, now, Mohbad's father has to be careful also. Like, I don't want to offend these people where good things are coming from, or people who are still in support of what I am looking for. I have to be very careful. But there is this that he said when he was asked, did Yomi Fabiyi give to you a number to contact a certain woman who claimed that she had access to CCTV in that street? What he said is what we now need to compare and contrast with Yomi Fabiyi. He said, a phone number was given to me, and the phone number is that of a police officer. Yomi Fabiyi said, call the police officer. And Mohbad's father said, why will I call the police officer? Why should I call? It's the police officer that is supposed to call me. After all, he said he's the one that lost his son. That part of it, people didn't really get that place clear. But everyone is right. You call, you are right. You don't want to call, you expect them to call you, you are right. And the police is supposed to call, hey, Mr. Loba, I am so and so person. Yomi Fabi said blah, blah, blah. Or I've heard this case. I would like to help so that you get justice. Or he will call and say, Mister, I want help. I'm not getting answers and results. I need help. Can you step in to help? It could be that he's like, I don't even know this police officer. Whatever. The thing is this. Whatever mistakes anyone has made, whatever it is that has happened, we all forgive each other. But this time around, we are not playing around forgiveness. We are moving towards the direction of precision and truth and justice. That's what it is. So let's use all this to forgive whatever. Oh, everyone is saying, oh, Mohbad's father, you're me Fabi, you that, you are this. It's okay. It's okay. Because in Yomi Fabi's camp, they are saying that certain people are not happy because donation pocket is becoming light. And this is as a result of Yomi Fabi. He drew to himself donation. And he's also crying that donation is not coming as he is expecting it, that there are still more things to do. So saying that the petition he wrote, the conference or press, all of that, and all of those things are useless. No, it's not. Because there was a time that justice for Mohbad became empty, dry. There was nobody, nothing. Yomi Fabi kept it alive. So there is a purpose for everything. He kept it alive till now it has swung into Inquest. You remember that the Inquest disappeared? Nothing whatsoever. Cynthia was dancing, gallivanting all over the place, selling animal hair, dead people's hair. He was gallivanting. The spending that is sweating now. He was busy, cared less. Not until something woke that in us for justice again. And it's from Yomi Fabi. How was he trying to swindle people? Is it true that CCTV from neighbors can give us answers so that we can compare and contrast the lies that we've heard from all of these people? Of course. Even if there's no CCTV inside of the house for us to see, the one outside will tell us and give details. Didn't you see Sheikh Peteri, aka their queen mother? Didn't you see her come out, Yabo Joe? Hey, Mohbad passed away inside of the house. Mohbad did not pass away outside. So it means that she is also rattled up, aware that CCTV from outside can show and tell truth of certain things. So he was moving towards that direction, but somehow because of this interest of that, Mohbad's mother, Mohbad's father, Mohbad's uncle, Mohbad's auntie, Mohbad's sister, Mohbad's enemy, we are for this, we are for that. That part of it was destroyed. The man that was to present it, they said the man now presented an emptiness at the police station. Why? Because someone who felt Yomi Fabi is a threat to their own kingdom, or let's say their own space, something they felt that they have struggled for. How can he come in and want to take the crown and make them irrelevant? Something like that. All of a sudden, the house of that man was posted on social media. That's why I said, heaven helps those who help themselves. It is not written in the Bible. Human beings thought about it. I said, the man will say, they want to destroy me. If I release something, won't they come and unalive me? And it is common sense. So it is what it is. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this. I understand what some of our guests are saying, but the truth is the truth.